Hi, thanks so much for joining me. So today I'm going to show you guys what I read in the month of February and what my daughter read in the month of February. Um, I'm continually kind of in a reading slump and I'm trying a lot of books. I'm just DNFing a lot of books. Even like books I thought I would love, like classics that I've just been wanting to try, and like modern classics. And like I put a lot of them aside to try in the future. Like I'm not going to sell them or anything. But I'm just I don't know. I'm just not finding a lot of books I'm liking right now. I really liked the two books I have to show you guys that I read in February, and I'm gonna talk about those, and then I'm gonna show you guys what I'm currently reading and what my daughter's currently reading, things like that. But yeah, I'm just continually kind of in a slump, and that's just how it's been going. I've been having really, 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 really bad allergies where I live. It's driving me insane. It's kind of hurting my chances of making videos because I'm so stuffed up, and like my ears are clogged, and I've been having like tinnitus, which is not which is rare for me, like induced by tinnitus. And I'm also having some other things. So yeah, I'm just haven't been reading as much. Like I've been headachy, and it's been like affecting my reading life because like reading like gives me a headache and it aggravates my eyes and sinuses. So but honestly, it's not just that, because I haven't been finding a lot of books I've been liking other than the ones I'm going to show you guys. So I literally only finished two books in February, but I'm reading a classic, and if you've been watching my videos, you probably know what it is. But I'm trying to finish this long classic, and that's pretty much taken a lot of my February. I don't read as much as I like. This year has just been slow. So I had a really good year last year, and it's like I had really good luck in finding books I liked and discovering new books and reading classics. And this year has just been, I don't know, like there's not many books I've been excited about other than Kate DiCamillo's new work that I pre-ordered, which of course is like, children's books, middle grade fiction, whatever. I don't care. I love her. And other than pre-ordering, I pre-ordered the next Shady Hollow mystery. I'm pretty excited about that. Other than Kate DiCamillo's new works, she has like 3 new books coming out in 2024, and the Shady Hollow mystery series, which I pre-ordered all of those. I'm really just haven't been excited about anything lately. Oh, it's like, I'm still checking out a lot of picture books and trying middle grade, trying modern classics, trying new fiction from the library a lot. But yeah, so let me show you guys what I did like. So I actually requested this book from my library and they bought it. It is Foster by Claire Keegan. Now this is like a really, really, really short novel. So of course you could see why I was able to finish it along with reading my longer book. Now, this book I heard a lot about. It's like one of those books that's like very popular right now online. And so I was like happy that my library purchased it because I didn't want to always like hesitate buying new books. It's an investment. So, because I don't know if I'm going to like it. So it's always nice when the library can get it. So basically it's about a child who she goes temporarily live with with this family because her family is going through like financial trouble kind of, and like it's in rural Ireland is when it takes place. And so also her mom like is like about to have a baby or just had a baby, and so they kind of like want to get her out the house kind of. And like in the beginning of the novel, you don't like, it's just like, okay, so basically the point of it is this child you get to experience in she's like a very, very good writer because only in, let's see, in 92 pages, you get to experience a lot of emotions, a lot of things that are going on with this young girl, and then the couple, the differences between her parents and the family that she goes live with. That's like the point of the novel, I think. It's like she gets to experience what life would be like with someone else. And of course it's like traumatic and heartbreaking in many ways, because it's like, I don't want to give anything away. It's traumatic because you're kind of like, that's weird. Like the fact that she's going to live with these people And then, but I mean, I guess people do what they have to do. So I mean, I understand that. But then again, it's like you don't really know how she's going to handle it. And it kind of takes you through that journey. And I guess it's called foster because they're kind of like being foster parents, but then it's like not really, but kind of. And so it's just very powerful, very emotional. Like I almost cried at the end. Like it really made me feel emotional. And like the ending is also very interesting. It's kind of open to interpretation. And also like I had really strong feelings about which family I preferred her being with. And it's like, it's really a hypothetical situation because it's like, obviously, it's like she belongs with her parents, of course, and stuff like that. But then you just get the different sides of like how people interact with her. It's just so rich with emotion in such a short book. I can understand why so many people love it. I would say if your library has it and you like emotional books about childhood and like, like it's not really adoption, but it's kind of like along those lines, like, not really, they don't like formally adopt her, but like kind of. So like a short little, I don't know if I'd even call it coming of age, because I think it only takes place over like a summer, but it's just a beautiful story, short story. I don't know if you call it a novella, but it's beautiful, about relationships. Okay, so this was an author I've been really into lately after reading her book Eileen, and this is My Year of Rest and Relaxation by Ottessa Moshfegh, I believe. And so this book is similar to Eileen. I know this video is not about Eileen, but I did talk about Eileen in one of my previous videos, maybe my January reads, but Eileen is all about, this girl who's a loner. It's very raw, the stuff she writes about, like the stuff she does with her life and her body and like the day-to-day things that you don't really see, especially written about women, like our first person perspectives from women. And like this author said she was influenced, or she really liked Charles Bukowski, and I can definitely see the influence of Charles Bukowski, or not necessarily that she was influenced by him. I'm not sure how she would want to word it, I watched the interview with her, but basically she likes Charles Bukowski's writing, and so do I. And so she kind of reminds me like a smidge, not too much, but a teeny bit of Charles Bukowski, so I can see that. But anyway, so this book is about this woman who, she's like graduated from college, like she's in her like I guess like mid-20s, and she lives like in the Upper East Side of Manhattan. Basically, she lives off her inheritance from her parents, so she's definitely not poor like Eileen. She's definitely like, she chooses to be a loner. It's basically pointed out many, many times in this book. She even says herself, like, she's very confident. She's like, oh, I'm just like, she says she looks like a model and that she's beautiful and that people pretty much stop and stare at her everywhere she goes. And like, but then again, like, so she gets all this like attention from people for the way she looks, but then she's not happy with herself, and she kind of chooses to be a loner because she works at this like art gallery, and she like pretty much goes home and just like sleeps. And then so she wants to like sleep for a whole year because like with medication, because she thinks like she will wake up like refreshed. And so it's basically like a first person account of like her day-to-day life, of like every single thing she does in a day after she takes this journey with this like medication and meeting this psychiatrist. Now the psychiatrist like is a really big side character. Also, she has like a friend that's like a side character. So it's like three main characters and that's it. I mean, honestly, not three main characters, like one main character, the protagonist, and then two other characters. And I like books like that kind of sink you in. Same thing with Foster. They kind of like you're literally like just, I don't like books with like 20, 30, 40, 50 characters. That's just me. Some people like that. I don't. I like to kind of like hone in and kind of like really have the development of a few central characters or one character, and that's it. And that's the books I find I really love. So this book is mainly about, three characters, the girl and then the new family. And then this book is mainly about oh yeah, and the character main character is never named. So you don't know her name, which I thought was interesting. Kind of like, also I think she's influenced by Rebecca, cuz Rebecca, you know, you never know the name of the protagonist, and so also Eileen was highly influenced by Rebecca. Even one of the characters, I believe, in Eileen's name. I'm like diverging. Okay, so basically, she used pharmaceutical drugs to basically put herself in like quote unquote like deep sleep. So it's like, and then like she has like these family issues that she talks about, kind of, and then like this like boyfriend that's not really, that didn't, a relationship that didn't really work out that had just happened that she's coming out of. So she obviously has things that she's going through, like but she doesn't describe herself as like depressed. She honestly even like makes up things for her psychiatrist. Like she finds this really weird psychiatrist. I honestly laughed. Like the interactions with the psychiatrist were so funny and quirky. It's just like over the top crazy. And I've met people like that are that kooky. So I actually believe that there are there are people like that. Maybe not quite so, I don't know, but so I thought it was very believable. I thought, okay, so then like you're really excited. I was really excited to get to the end. I'm not going to say what happens at the end, which it really is just kind of almost like day in the life type book. So it's not like, it's very like, it's just like day in the life type things. It's not like any like big things that happen in it. It's kind of a slow pace kind of. So yeah, if you like character studies about women and you think it's interesting, I thought it was a very interesting concept. And it's just like the hibernation thing of, you know, and then you wonder like, what is really the point of this? And then what will she come out of it with? Like, how will she have this epiphany at the end? I'm not going to say what my opinion is on that because it'll spoil it. But it's like, that's kind of the focus of the book. Like, you know, what's going to happen after this like hibernation, and then the stuff she does during it. It's also kind of crass. It's not as crass as Elaine, but her writing is just very interesting. I've never read another female author like her. Okay, I've like talked enough. So that was my 2 books that I read for February, and I gave them both 5 stars. This is a picture book I wanted to talk about. I checked this out from the library. This is by K.G. Campbell, The Mermaid and the Shoe. So this is kind of like a retelling of The Little Mermaid. And really, I thought the illustrations were gorgeous. And that's why I checked it out. It's like King Neptune had $50. Some might call them mermaids. They were his pride and joy. And it talks about, you know, all the things that they do. And then Minnow, who's like the main character, she doesn't have any like talent. So that's the point of the book. It's like she wants to find something that she likes. And it's just like, you know, it's definitely inspired by The Little Mermaid. And, you know, even with, so she goes to the shore, the surface of the water, and she finds something, and it's like really similar. You know, one thing I want to read is the original The Little Mermaid. I've only seen the Disney version, so I would like to read the original fairy tale. But yeah, so it's beautiful. Like, I hope you can see good on camera. It's kind of gloomy today, but it's just like very like muted, cool tones, and it's gorgeous. And so she wants to find something that she can be recognized for or whatever. And yeah, so it's a fairy tale retelling, and I really loved it. It is a book I would definitely buy. I'm actually going to put it on my list. I really enjoyed it. I actually waited for like weeks for this book because people kept checking it out. Okay, so now I'm going to show you guys what I'm currently reading, and then I'll have my daughter kind of talk about the books that she read. So if you're probably not surprised, if you've been following me, I have been reading this for a long time. And so finally, I'm at 640, page 640. I bookmarked it. This is where the book technically ends. I think I have like 16 or 18 chapters left. Okay. I'm going to talk about this book when I finish it, but I just wanted to show you guys that I'm still working my way through it. It's also a paperback. I literally got this for like $3 at a thrift store. I would definitely have preferred this be a hardback because the font is really small, and that's what I was telling you guys about, like feeling headachy and sinus issues and some other medical things. I've been struggling reading it, and I did get reading glasses, but I just don't like wearing them. I don't know, something about them, they make me feel weird. I just don't like putting them on. I know I'm stubborn, but like it's just the font is just so small. I don't know if a hardback would be. But anyway, I'm working my way through it, and I'm not enjoying it as much as, nowhere near, like Great Expectations is one of my favorite books, like literally like top 10. And then Oliver Twist was like okay, but I read Oliver Twist fairly quickly, you know, like for me. And then this one is just taking forever. Talking about characters, oh my gosh, there are so many characters. I don't like that. And that's my biggest hang up about this book. And you know, everyone has different tastes, you know. If some people like this book, I mean, like if that's your favorite book, then we're just different. And so that's awesome. But it's just like, I think that's what it is. Because when the chapters are directly on David, I really love it. But then it's like his friend, his other friend, his childhood friend, his work friend, his other work friend, his work friend's daughter, his work friend's daughter's aunt, like his work friend's maid. Like it's like, okay, it's like every single person he met in his entire life, and I get that. It's like why it's like such a like important like coming of age classic. I get it, but like that's what's hanging me up. But I will talk about it more when I finish. Okay, now I did start like 5 or 6 books, but I didn't want to like bring them all because I ramble enough. So, but the one I was like the most excited about, to be honest, is Anne of Green Gables. Now, my daughter and I read this together as a read aloud, but I wanted to try it on my own, and I'm really excited. It's really flowing, and only read 1 chapter, but I like the writing because I forgot. It's been like so many years. And so, yeah, I'm really hoping I'll like it, and then I can try the whole series. Okay, so now my daughter's books. Okay, so how many books did you read in the month of February?
6. So first of all, this is The Maze of Bones by Rick Riordan. It is the 4th book in the 39 Clues series. And it's about these 2 siblings, Amy and Dan, and when their grandmother passes away, they find out that they're part of one of the most powerful families in the world, and they go on a quest to find the they have to complete 39 clues.
And this is middle grade fiction? So
yes.
And you're already reading the next one?
Yes.
So you like it?
Yes.
Okay, so that's the first one?
Next
and these are all middle grade fiction, I think, except the last 2, which are YA. Okay.
Okay, so this is Dragon's Milk, The Dragon Chronicles, Book 1 by Susan Fletcher. And it's about this girl, Kaldra, and her adopted sibling gets a sickness, and only dragon's milk can heal her, so she goes to find the dragon. And they're super rare in this world because they're dangerous.
So this is also a series, and
yes.
Are you reading the next one?
Yes.
Did you like it that much?
Yes.
Okay.
So next up is Percy Jackson, The Titan's Course by Rick Riordan. So I'm not going to say what it's about because this isn't the first one in the series. It's the third one.
The third one?
Yes.
But the main series is like mythology, you know, Percy Jackson, the Olympians. Yeah, so she's really enjoying these Rick Riordan books.
Yes.
Fantasy.
So next up, since they're related to Percy Jackson, they're in the same series. Percy Jackson and Magnus Chase are in the same universe. They're not, like, this one's about, like, Norse gods, and the other one's about Greek gods, and, like, it's kind of, so.
And these are YA.
Yes.
Okay. So did you this is the second one, and what did you read the third one?
Not yet.
But do you want to?
Yes, very much.
Okay, so yeah, these are YA and also mythology, but just a different, like Norse versus Greek.
Mhm.
And did you like them?
Yes. Very
Okay.
much. Now the last one is The Dragon Royal by Katie Zhao. And it's about a girl, Farron, and so there's the Heaven Baker. The Heaven Baker is set to go and live among the gods and defend humans from the demons. And turns out she is the Heaven Baker, and she must save from the demons.
Okay, so it's just it's like Chinese. You said it's like Chinese
Yes.
mythology, or
Yes,
yeah,
very much.
and you really liked it. So she
Yes.
checked this out. She bought this at a thrift store, and she like started reading it within a few days, and she already finished it.
Yeah.
So that's how much she liked it.
Yeah.
So let's show them what you're currently reading. First,
Yes.
tell them so out of all those books, which one was your favorite?
I have to say probably Dragon Royal.
So Dragon Warrior was her favorite.
So next up, I'm currently reading 49 Clues 2. It's actually by a different author. They're
Oh.
all by different authors.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes authors will go like twice, have like 2 books. There's a lot of books. So,
Okay, so
yeah.
that's one book you're currently reading. This is a homeschool read.
Yes.
Okay, so Merlin
The Lost Years, book 1. So it's
by T.A. Barron.
It's about this boy. He's told his name is Emrys. He washes up with no memories, and he has these strange powers, and he's trying to figure out who he is.
So this one's like deals with like magic. Does it
Yes.
remind you of Harry Potter or no?
No, not at all.
Oh, okay.
In no way.
So I think this is middle grade fiction.
Yes.
Looks like they have a lot of them.
Yes.
So
very
you think
much.
you're gonna read the next one, or you think you're gonna be like you're not going to? The next one in this, like how much do you
Maybe,
like
probably.
it? Maybe.
Yeah.
So you like it, but you don't love it.
It's going up and down. Like I really like it, and then I don't really like it, and then
Okay, you guys. So thanks so much for being here and watching. That's what we read for February. And have a good day or night. Bye.
Bye.